Hello and welcome to A Penny Saved. Today we're going to be talking about ways to save money when going on group dates. Often when you're married as a couple, you may go on a date with another couple, and just talking about ways to save some money there. So join me in just a moment. Okay, welcome back, and we're going to be talking about couples dating. Now that could be you and your significant other, or it could be a group of 2 or 3 couples going on a group date together. So we're going to assume that you have 2 of these dates a month. So I'm kind of assuming that you're a married couple. You only get to go out twice a month as a couple or as a group of couples. So we're going to assume 2 days per month. According to Bustle.com, the average cost of a couple's date is $43.50. So I'm assuming there's some food somewhere, a meal, and maybe a couple of movie tickets. That's normally what we tend to do. And what we're going to do, we're going to change one of those dates from $43.50 and make it just $10. Okay, so we're going to save $33.50 once a month. Now $33.50 times 12 is $402. I didn't figure that out in my head, I had it written down. But $402, that's pretty good. You know, it's something that could really add up. It really helps our running total anyway. So how can you drop that from $43.50 just to $10? Well, you can suggest to the other couples that they come over to your house or you go over to their house, and instead of going out to eat, you can all bring something to contribute to a potluck dinner. And then as far as the entertainment, it actually allows you to talk more too, because it's a quieter setting. It's not as busy and noisy as eating out, and so if you eat at someone's house, it's going to be a lot better. You'll be able to talk more and interact more, which I think probably, well, the women will love that. They get to talk more, so that'll be good. And the guys will get to go, more to each other, which will be good. So, what could you do? Well, the potluck food, and then you've got things you can do, such as get rid of your cat. For some reason, there we go. There's the cat. There you go. Okay, you could do board games. Some couples like board games, some don't. So you've got Monopoly, you've got Sorry, you've got a whole host of games, and there's a bunch of card games out, newer ones, more modern ones, that are very popular too. Also, video game. I really like the Wii. I know there's the Wii U, and now there's the new, I forget what it's called, but anyway. The Wii, I really like that because it was party games. It was very just casual, kind of fun games you could play with a group. So that would be fun too. Me and my wife, we often play Scrabble on the PS4 because it keeps score for us and tells us if a word's correct or you just made that one up. And often I make a lot of them up, so keeps me in check, which is good. There's also free events in town. If you go through your community calendar, there's often free events, free music. There might be a museum exhibit going through town that may be fairly low cost. I'm not talking about, you know, major exhibits. I'm talking about smaller ones, maybe more local artists and so on. So, yeah, community calendar tells you about free events. High school sports games too. You may know someone from the neighborhood that plays for the team. You can go along and support them, and it's fun. It's normally, you know, fairly cheap. It doesn't cost too much to go to those events. You could go to a local sports event where it's maybe a farm team for one of the major baseball teams, or basketball teams, or something like that. You know. Also parks. You know, I have a really cool park close by. I don't know, just think of things like that. You could maybe do a barbecue at the park. Different things. Of course, that would be better during the summer than the winter, but you figure that out. Redbox rental. you can still watch a movie, just rent one from the Redbox that everyone hasn't seen, or maybe they have seen and they really love that movie, and see it again. Yeah. So anyway, those are some ideas of how you can cut that date cost from $43.50 down to just $10, and as I say, that'll help you save $400 per year. So that's your goal, to save some money. It all adds up. Yeah, and just be willing to suggest that lower cost date. I think sometimes as couples you're like, oh, you know, we don't want to be seen cheap. We don't want to kind of impose our thoughts on the group, but I think some of those group members may welcome the idea of, hey, let's keep it cheaper, let's save some money. You're all parents and probably have small kids. If you don't have small kids, you have bigger kids, and sometimes they end up costing more. So you want to keep those costs down. So that's a way you can do it. Just be willing to say, hey, let's do something a little less expensive. It's not going to be less fun most of the time. I think most of the time it's probably actually going to allow you to interact more, and could be way more fun. You may prefer it to going out to a fancier restaurant and then to see a movie. So anyway, those are the suggestions for today. Do that, save $402 per year. Okay, the quote for today is, be the person your dog thinks you are. That's by J.W. Stevens. I have no idea who he is. I know there's a company called Stevens that makes hot cocoa, but I don't think that's the guy. Anyway, be the person your dog thinks you are. Now, I know my dog follows me around, trusts me, thinks I'm always going to be good to him, is faithful to me. So yeah, I think when I see me through my dog's eyes, he really thinks I'm a good person. And so yeah, be the person your dog thinks you are. And that's it for today. So have a good week. Good luck with this tip. Hope it helps you. And yeah, just be willing to say, hey, let's do something else rather than just, you know, the regular movie or bowling and meals or whatever. Just be willing to say, hey, let's stay in tonight. Let's do something cheaper. It'll be just as fun. And I know it will be. I've done it, and it is fun. So, best of luck to you. It all adds up, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.